Hello again, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're from. Wherever you're watching from, it's probably different than where it's here, what time it is here. Maybe not if you're watching from the Philippines, that's for sure. I hope I get everybody watching from all over the world. That's what I need. Worldwide viewership. Got the aviators on today. Also a pair I brought back from the US. I just wanted to try them out in case I decide to go flying. Aviators are good to have. Let's see, today's subject is kind of the same as yesterday's bills. But I only did my electric bill yesterday. I didn't really go over the other bills. Maybe I got a few requests, one from my brother, and he wanted to know about other bills. This might be something good for you guys, maybe that are one day planning on moving here. You get an average of what your bills might be if you move here. It kind of depends on where you move to and what kind of luxuries you want. If you want things just like you had in the US, of course it's going to be higher. But if you can get by with the bare minimum, then you only need a few things. But if you live in a big city like Metro Manila or Makati, something like that, you know, the electricity and stuff's going to be higher because obviously they get it from a different place. Provinces get theirs from a different place. We get ours from a different place. It all depends on where it comes from. As I said, all this stuff is just an average. It's not going to be the same for everybody. Everybody's different. Everybody has different things, but still gives you a general idea. Now, the electricity I did yesterday, I couldn't find on the paper like kilowatts per hour. That's really what they give you. In the US, they give you a breakdown, and then you can look at your previous bill and see if you're running more kilowatts than you did the previous month. But I couldn't find it on this bill. It's got a lot of information, but it doesn't have that. That's the one you really need. But that was, like I said, it came out to be 1.5, which is $30. Now sometimes we have more. You know, sometimes maybe we're running more lights or more fans or more AC. You know, obviously if you run the AC more often, it's going to be higher. I think maybe the highest we ever had here was 2.5 or 2.8. You know, 3,000. That's going to be $60. 3,000. But I know we had one, like I mentioned in Dingaland, one when everybody was working over there. We had workers, we had lights on, we had fans on, we had her birthday party with lights on half the night. That was 3,000. But usually in Dingaland, it's a lot cheaper because it's a small province. And also in Dingaland, the water's free. Now the water here, it ranges also. It depends on how much we use, of course. But I would say on average, 400 maybe. 5 tops, which is $10. But usually it's not that much. I think last time we paid the bill was for 3 months and it was like 1,000. You know, so that's a little 300 something every month. That's probably about right, 300-400 for water. And then what else you have here? When you're a homeowner, you know, you have property tax, which is very reasonable here. We pay only like 1,000 pesos a year. real cheap compared to the U.S. You kidding me? So 1,000 pesos is $20 a year for property tax. And when you go shopping and stuff, the taxes are already included. It's not like you buy something for, you know, 500 pesos and then they tack on extra. They don't. It's just included in the price, which I prefer better. At least you know what the total is first. I like the total anyway. I don't like them tacking on an extra 7% or whatever it is. And of course, we have cable here. We have cable. We just had digital cable put in like 6 months ago when we first got back from Dingaland, and or maybe not even, maybe 3 months ago. I can't even remember now. Time is like no big deal. When you're retired and you have nothing to do and every day is the same, time is nothing. It's just another day. But anyway, yeah, we got all the channels because we got the digital put in, and I wanted to try it out. I said, yeah, just give me all the channels for now. And I think you got to keep it for, I think they said 6 months. I can't remember. Might have been 3 months. So I know next month we can change the plan, because we just went last time we paid the bill. They said you can't change your plan yet. So right now we're paying 1.5, same as the electric, $30 for the digital cable, but that's with premium service, full every channel they offer, and then when they release a new channel, you get that one too. But you know, I'm going to change it because it's just getting too expensive. We're going to go back to the 500 peso plan, $10, because half the time she's the one that watches that anyway. I stream, but she watches it, and then she flicks it off and it goes to Netflix. So a lot of times she doesn't even watch the regular channels. Catherine does. She watches cartoons and stuff, but I can get the cartoons and streaming anyway. So yeah, we're just going to go with the cheapest plan, which is 500. As soon as we can, we're going to switch that over. That'll save 1,000 pesos a month, go towards something else. Now we have 2 different internets because I wanted the fiber, high-speed fiber here, because like I said, I stream everything. I do the YouTube thing. I wanted good internet. Plus, it's good for the resale of the house. If even one guy that looked at the house, he said, "Oh, I'm glad you have high fiber, because sometimes it's hard to get. I'm glad you have it because I need it for my business. I'm going to run my business out of this house if I buy it." So yeah, it's the best. It's the highest fiber, and it's 50 megs. You can even get higher, but you really don't need higher. But then I also have Globe at home. I have the portable Wi-Fi, which I'm paying, I think 1,000 or 1,300 pesos. So another $20, $25 for that. I have to keep it rolling because when we go to Dingaland and when we're in the car, and when we go anywhere, we take it with us. And that's our Wi-Fi on the go. And also she uses it for her room there, so she's not drawing off mine, because we pay for it anyway, so you might as well plug it in and use it. So we have to keep up on that. And that also runs our Globe phone. It's like a home phone. So you don't have to put a load on your cell phone when you're home. They can just call your Globe phone. And you can call anybody else that has Globe for free. There's 2 main carriers, 2 big ones, Globe and Smart. Those are the 2 big companies that pretty much own all the telecommunications. There's another one called TNT, but I think it's owned by one of the other ones. I'm not sure which one, but you can get a separate SIM card for TNT. It's kind of weird how they do their phones here. I don't even deal with it. I just use her phone. If anybody wants to know our phone number, just give hers. I only use mine for internet access only, Wi-Fi only. I do the Facebook Messenger. If I want to call somebody or message somebody or even talk to them and look at them, I use Facebook Messenger Wi-Fi because I'm paying for all this Wi-Fi here. All this internet access, I don't need a SIM card. I really don't need it for anything. I just use hers, give them her information. If we use the Globe phone for like international, then when we go pay our bill, then we have to pay that. We have to pay whatever we use to international. And sometimes it can add up. I'm not sure what it is a minute or anything like that. Could be like 10 pesos a minute. I don't know. But anyway, that's kind of a major bill because my PLDT, the 5 fiber, that's 3,000 pesos. It's kind of high, but I have to have it. I probably didn't have to get the 50 megs. I probably could have got 25. I think it would have been a fine, but I don't know if I can change that. I have to ask next time we pay our bill. So I've had it for a while now. I think we're locked in though for like 3 years or something. I'm not sure. And then I said the Globe. The Globe is like 1,300 or something like that. What else? Really, the big one's food, probably. Grocery shopping. The water's cheap. It's only like 30 or maybe even 40 pesos per jug. And we get 4 jugs, 3 or 4 jugs at a time, and that lasts us at least a whole month. So that's cheap, no big deal there. But the food, is just, it depends. It's hard to keep track because they go to the market quite often. Not starting today though, because we just started ECQ today, and it's hard to get out and about. I'll talk about that in a second. But normally they go to the market almost every day, especially Myrna, because she sells stuff every day here in the street. I don't know where she is now. She might still be trying to sell stuff. If they're not stopping her, maybe she's selling stuff. So she makes her money. She cooks and then she sells. But yeah, food is, hey, it's just gonna be whatever you guys spend. Like I just went to SNR before this lockdown. I spent $300. 15,000 pesos. But I got a lot of meats and stuff like that and snacks, and freezer's pretty full, so it should really last the whole month. But who knows? We'll see. We'll see how long it lasts. It'll definitely last the whole lockdown because the lockdown's not supposed to be a month. It's just supposed to be like 2-3 weeks. So that shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be a problem. That's really it. That's really it for bills. I think I went over everything. So you can add all that up in your brain. And you can figure it out. But it's going to be different for everybody depending on where you live. I can't give you a set amount. But it's best to have more than less. It's best to have a higher budget than to not. Because you might have emergencies coming up. You might have hospital thing come up. You might have a dental thing coming up and you don't have insurance. Car accidents, motorcycle accidents. Anything can happen here, and it's not going to be the same as the U.S. Your insurance in the U.S. is not going to cover anything here. I don't care what coverage you have. It's not going to cover foreign stuff. As far as I know, you can research it, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Stuff like that's going to be extra on top of your bills. If you got health insurance to pay for every month, I paid for mine a whole year in advance, so I don't pay for it by the month. But and she also had like a prepaid funeral thing she was paying on. That was 900, almost 1,000 a month. She's been paying on it for years. I paid like 5 months in advance just recently, so we owe another like 10 months on it. And then I don't know, she got it before I even moved here. I didn't even know she got it. till I was already told that. Till the guy came over one day and she goes, here's my prepaid. Excuse me, here's my prepaid funeral. I go, what? Who told you to get that? But it was already half paid for, so I had to continue it. Couldn't just cancel it. Me, I don't worry about that. I'm just going to get cremated. I have my urn already. I even brought that from the U.S. I'm not worried about that. Just pay for my cremation. And she'll have access to money that I have if I croak, if I drop. She should be okay. And my parents in the United States know. I said to make sure and take care of my daughter. If anything happens to me while I'm in the Philippines, take care of Catherine. I'm not worried about anybody else or anything else. So, what else? It just, like I said, it all depends on how much you want to spend, how much luxury you want to have. If you want to have your house AC'd all around and keep your AC running all day long, it's going to be a lot more, unless you can work out some kind of deal with the electric company, which I've heard does happen around here. You can do that. I know people that do it. They have a deal. I don't know how they got the deal, but they got a deal. Everything's possible in the Philippines if you got money. Not much else going on. Tahoe volcano still the same right now. The barangay guy hasn't came here yet to let us know what's going on with the driveway, the entrance. No news yet. She checked with the barangay like 2 times already. Nobody was there. But the guy said he was going to come over today. Maybe he will after work. Maybe they're all working now and he'll come over after work. I don't know, but something's got to get done about that. And what else? So I was watching the news. It was kind of interesting. Now the Philippines government is flying some fighter jets over where all those Chinese ships were. I guess they're kind of like giving them a warning. They want them to disperse the area. I don't know if the Chinese will, but they're in Philippine space. You know, they're real close to their area. It's the Philippines owned area. Chinese shouldn't even be there. Those ships shouldn't even be parked there. But they're showing force. They're trying to be bullies. But they want that little island. It's a boomerang shaped island. If you go to YouTube, you can look it up. And they need it because it's the next access to their island that they built in the middle of the South China Sea. So it's very strategic. But the Philippines is going to let them have it. They're not going to let them take that over. That's all owned by the Philippines. So yeah, finally, they're flying some jets, fighter jets over. So that's the latest news I heard on that. Pretty interesting though. At least Secretary of Defense, they're doing something about it. So yeah, go Philippines. Do it. I mean, you need to be more pushy. Tell them what to do. Chinese, get out of there. It's not their area. So what else? Other than that, really, not much going on. Just hot as heck again. Hot. Catherine and Mommy are across the way again, as they do every day. That's why I do this blog this time of day. So I got the house to myself. It's nice and quiet here. Nobody's going to walk in on me or bother me, so I can do this. That's why I wait till this time every day, which is kind of late for people in the U.S. I know they're probably in bed. You can watch it tomorrow. But let me know what you think about these shades, if you like them. Hope you like the channel. I'm trying to get better at my craft. I need 400. I don't even have 400 yet. Hopefully before Easter. Once again, here's my card. So you can see that. Appreciate it if you hit the subscribe and like button. The like button's pretty important if you guys can remember to hit that, because it helps with the analytics. And comments also are very important. Any kind of comment I'll answer. I get a lot of these spam ones that you're supposed to hit and it takes you to a website. I just delete those. So you guys want to keep sending them, I don't open them. I just delete them. You're wasting your time. Whether they're dating sites or porn sites or what, I don't know. But I don't put that stuff on my phone because of viruses and stuff. Who knows what it is? I'm not going to hit it. I just automatically mark it as spam or delete it. So you guys are wasting your time doing it. Don't do it. You're just being a jerk doing it. Nobody cares about your little website, whatever you're promoting. That's it, really. That's it, folks. Hope that answered some questions for you. Not that it's real important right now anyway. You're not getting into this country, not probably for at least a year, I would say. And then once you do want to come in, you're going to need to show that you probably had a vaccination, that you're cleared. But even if you're Filipino, I don't think they're letting you in right now. I could be wrong, but especially during this lockdown period, I don't think they're letting anybody in. And even then, if you're Filipino and you want to come back to your country here, I think you're going to have to show you had the vaccine. But yeah, people, like I said before, people here, they're scared of the vaccine. Most of them probably won't even get it unless they're forced to get it. Even if it is free, but I don't know if it's going to be free. It should be, but who knows? I mean, I probably will get it, but I will only, if I do get it, I will only get the American one and the United States one. I will not get any other one. I don't hear a lot of people getting sick in the U.S. I mean, there's 1 million people vaccinated already, maybe more. I can't remember the numbers. I don't hear of anything major going on. The only thing I hear is the cases are still going up in the U.S. So who knows? Who knows? But I don't think this lockdown here is doing any good or is going to do any good. I even saw the news in Manila today, and they said this CQ is different from last year's ECQ. They're letting more things slide. They're letting the jeepneys run. They're letting the tricycles run. They're letting a lot more essential businesses run. All the motorcycles and stuff are still in the street. They just got to show their ID that like they're essential. They're essential workers, which you can probably get that little card anywhere saying you're essential. There's so much traffic and so many cops. They said they have like 10,000 police over there in Manila. And you just wear this thing around your neck and you just show it and they let you pass. So I don't think it's going to do any good. But who knows? And worshipers, they said they're going to church anyway. They don't care what the government says. They're going to worship on Easter Sunday. And let them try to stop them. So more power to you. God bless everyone. Please hit that subscribe button. Santa will send you good karma. Hope you all have a happy Easter, one way or another. And just be safe. Take care, everybody. Once again, God bless. This is Santa Claus. Now living in the Philippines in Batangas. Over and out.